Good evening, my beloved family, the Old Man family. It has been quite a long time, and many of you were wondering, what happened to the old man? Who is he now? Well, as I told you, we also get prepared so that we can give you what you want, and what we say, we also learn from it, and we pick something from it. But I want to say thank you very much for your support, your encouragement, your comment. It keeps us thinking and keeps us going that we can grow together as a family. If this is your first time you are joining us, the motive of our pages is to make sure that we raise up leaders, we raise up generational thinkers and people who will take up responsibility so that they will become great. And therefore we have talked about so many topics, and today we are going to talk about focusing on your life, focusing on your purpose. And so before I go on, I want to tell you that we need your support here. Share our videos, encourage others to like our page. Facebook is the same Old Man. YouTube is the same Old Man, and send your comment and your questions. It helps us to grow as a family. Now, everybody in this life wants to become somebody great, but put in your mind, greatness is not infectious. When I say it is not infectious, it is not HIV/AIDS. It is not hepatitis B. That when you touch somebody, you get it. Greatness becomes something that is an intentional act, deliberate act of living a lifestyle so that you can become great. So you can't say someone was great, so you go and sleep with the person or you work with that person and you also become great. You will need to take up this process, and you will need to take your own challenges and your own process. Now, focus on your purpose. Today I will be driving you into a life and circumstances you will not understand. Many people are not living their full life. They are not focusing on what they don't even know that they have missed it. But it is because we are in a generation that will pick everything in pieces and we don't put them together to understand who we are. That's why I told you that in this life, finding your purpose is difficult. Today I came out to make the video to you, and I will be speaking to you practicalities of how you can become great even in the midst of the storm. I'm out here and there is noise. There are people passing by. The environment is intimidating. Everybody is looking at you. What are you doing? You see mad? Some are thinking otherwise. This to somebody is an opposition for him to stop, not go on. To somebody is a way that he could be even arrested if he intimidated, so he will not do anything. When you begin to not see positivity in anything, you cannot live a purposeful life. Because as I'm sitting here now, this noise will not stop. This car passing by will not stop. The people who are looking at me up and down will stop. But this is the only way for me also to understand that the other person who wants to be great see it as an opportunity to sit down, express yourself, and sell yourself out. So great people, when living their purpose life, anything they come across, they don't see it as a problem. They see it as an opportunity to solve it and to be great. And therefore, there's a verse in Luke chapter number 19, and I will be elaborating more what we try to go to the next way. Luke 19, there's a young guy in the Bible called Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus, his purpose all along was to meet Jesus. He heard Jesus was passing by. The Bible says he's a short man, and therefore he has a lot of opposition that will not allow him to focus on touching the Jesus he wanted to touch. So the Bible says when he came closer, because of his shortness, he can't see Jesus. Many of us here, we have vision, we have dreams, and we have aspiration. We want to go somewhere, but we have found ourselves in the midst of something that will make our vision become shorter, and therefore it becomes difficult for you to understand that are you really going to achieve it. As I'm talking to you, you are quitting because you have found yourself like Zacchaeus among people who are 6 feet and you are about 2 feet, and therefore you feel that you can't do anything, and then you have to stop and complaining. And therefore you have to stop, and then you can tell people, oh, because I was in this area, I was short, and everybody was taller. Zacchaeus could have gotten an excuse, and for that reason could have stopped everything he wanted to stop and say, oh, after all, I wanted to see Jesus. As a matter of fact, I was short, and therefore I cannot see him. And because look, the people will not give you the way to go. If you are waiting for everybody to stop what they're doing to support you so that you will become great, I am telling you it will never happen, and therefore you will die without not accomplishing anything. Zacchaeus knew his purpose, why he was there at that moment. His purpose and how he was there at that moment was to see Jesus, was to take Jesus to his house, to say that his name. Many people walk with Jesus, their name never came to the Bible. You know why? They did not see opportunities to press on forward, to do something extraordinary, do something the others did not do. The Bible says when Zacchaeus got to the sea and he knew he cannot accomplish his purpose, but he had to focus on Jesus. The only thing he could do, the Bible says he climbed a tree. The last time I decided to make investigating to see how long that tree fell. It got up to 40 feet. So even the tree itself was also another stumbling block for a short man. But he knew even it was a stumbling block, for him it was just an upliftment block. He climbed the tree. And at the end of the day, Jesus lifted up his eyes. Watch this. People will never lift up their eyes onto you and to praise you while you don't get to the target. The circumstances around you will not change. Dear, you have to focus. In the midst of this, you have to focus. And you have to stop complaining, because anybody who is focusing on his life, the first thing you have to avoid is complaining. The system is complaining. You have to stop it. Watch this. I will use a few examples. In Africa, where we are coming from, and I will use some few countries I know. In Nigeria, now they have a president and they have opposition, Atiku. This man has never given a clear policy of what he's going to do aside the message he thinks Buhari is doing. So he's not focusing on what he can do if he get the power today. When he go to Ghana, the opposition party, John Dramani Mahama, is only by bringing out what the government could not do. He is not telling us his focus, his aim. So great people focus on the mistake of others, capitalize it, and bring solution out. When you go to Rwanda, it's the same thing. Bobi Wine is going around the world talking. He has not been able to provide with his focus, his vision, his purpose for the nation called Uganda if Museveni leaves the seat. So you know what? That country can never prosper because it has become a complaint one after the other. But no one has sat down that the country must go forward. Now, until you agree that you are the problem, so you are focusing on solving it, you can't go anywhere. Anytime, my dear, you think it is because of somebody, that is why you cannot get to your destination, and therefore your focus will shift from your mandate that you have to live your life. You cannot become Zacchaeus who can take Jesus to his house. To become Zacchaeus, you need to focus. The intimidation won't stop. The insult won't stop. The backbiting won't stop. The sell-out will not stop. In the midst of all this, you have to get your ground and stick to what you want to do and what you want in life. Purpose-driven life, you need to focus. There is a more distraction on the way. But when you are focused, in the midst of the troubles, you will find solution. Anybody who has become great in this world was someone in troubles who was able to see what he can provide in the troubles. Ask yourself, there is no life in your country. There is no job in your country. There is no good health in your country. And all we are doing is to complain one way or the other. Ask yourself, what can you do in the midst of these situations? How can you do something different? We came here today to do something different. Most of the time we do it in the house. It's a comfort zone. We are out here. The police is around. Everything is around. But we wanted to do that. If we don't define the odds to come out and focus on your aim. Our aim here this night is to have a video, to speak to you, get connected to you. That is what we are focusing on. Any other thing around this vicinity is none of our business because we can't stop them. There's nothing we can do to stop them. See, pick what is matters to your life. See, stop concentrating on everything. Pick what matters to your life. What is going to help your assignment. Pick only that one. And focus. And focus. If not, you will stand and be living a circle life. You become a complainant. And I will come back to tell you how it means that you will never go anywhere. When you start with that complainant, you move away from your own assignment and you will be living another person's life, another person's assignment. But in a few minutes, for the time you will go there, I want to have a few minutes to yourself and begin to think this. Why all these years you have not been able to wake up from your sleep to do something? Are you thinking that that person who promised you will rent out so that you become a millionaire, a billionaire, a great person in a day? weigh you down. While you focus, you don't have time to complain. In this old man family, as I always tell you, we are not here to listen to the complaints. It doesn't serve the purpose while you are living. You got to understand that you have a life to live, and you need to be decisive. One of the problems I found that we are not living according to our purpose is that we are not decisive. We don't know what is next, and we are not thinking through what could have been the reason why I am on earth. Have you ever even thought of what could have been the reason why you are on earth? Every man and woman created was for a purpose and for a reason, and for a time and for a season. And therefore, this is what I'm going to hit hard on you now. Our problem is not that there is lack of resources around us that we cannot develop. Our problem is that there is too much of garbage around us that is wearing us down and reducing our focus down. Many people think that when I get everybody around me, then it means I am going somewhere. I have already said it, and I'm going to say it again. If you cannot wake up one morning and say, around me, my vicinity, my environment, the people I eat with, I associate with, they are waste, and they are not allowing me to focus on my assignment, and all what you are doing is that doing merry-go-round with them, testing everybody. I don't believe that. Watch me. I am not one person who accepts mediocrity. I don't accept people who are going nowhere in my life. One will come to my life because there's nothing like neutrality. Watch it. There's nothing like what? Neutrality. Be decisive of your life and focus. Because when you fail, it doesn't mean I have failed. When you do not make it, doesn't mean I will not make it. Focus on your assignment, please. Watch this. There's nothing like neutrality. People around you, there's nothing like, oh, this person is neutral around me. No. It's either they are for your cause or they are against you. There's the environment you are living in. It is not neutral to your purpose in life. It is either the environment is against you or it is for you. It is up to you to make a decisive lifestyle. This is what I am for, and these are the things that can go with me. If you want everybody, you are Jesus Christ. At the point in time, Jesus has to make a decision. I want to talk to you, and I want to put it on you. If you want to focus in your life, if you want to achieve greatness, you can't go with everybody. Because you know why? There are so many distractions on the way that everybody who is coming with an agenda. So your purpose will determine who will go with you. Now, when you come to UAE where I am, they understood and they defined who they are. And they knew that complaining and associating with certain things will not help them. They make a purpose life. So they decided, even on the desert, they decided that this is our purpose. Our purpose is to make the whole world come here. Use this place as a tourist center. And therefore we are focused to develop this place. We don't care about the destruction of the sun. Because if we were the people who were living here, we'll be complaining. The sun is too high. We don't have rains. We don't have anything. But as we are sitting here now, there is forest everywhere. The land is green because they focus, and in the midst of trouble, they never look at the trouble, but they focus on their goal. The goal of UAE is to make this place one of the peaceful and one of the most developed areas. Everybody will come and spend his money here. And I believe at the age of 47 to 46, they are getting to that goal. Nothing will change. The sun will not stop. I have been here for some time now. June, July, August. The sun is too high, but the guys have not stopped developing because their focus is not the sun. Because for the sun is a distraction too. It's going to be here forever. Watch me. The things around you that you think that is the reason why you are not developing, it won't stop. You have to focus on your purpose. You have to know if you were God, I want to put you in a position today. I'll help you to train your focus. When you were there before Genesis chapter number 1, what will you have done? Will you be complaining that there's mercy, I can't do anything, there is only water, there's no land, I cannot build house? When God came out, he saw that there's no hope. But his purpose was to create the world and put man in it. That was his focus. And therefore he arranged and put everything in order. If you have a focus, in the mist and in the garbage, you will still find a cleanness. You know why we are not developing? We don't have focus. Everything is good, everything is bad. So we cannot determine that this is what we need to do for the next 5 years. There's no clarity of lifestyle. And then we try to live our life on the social media. So copy and paste as every day I say. Everybody is dressing the way, everybody is eating the way, investing the way. Your life must be different. As an old man as I am, my great grandchildren, let me advise you. I don't have many people in my life. I've seen many people who came to my life who never want to grow. They don't want to take responsibility. All what they do in their life is to complain why their father. Now they complain, my father didn't take care of me in the school. Now you are 30 years, you are 35 years, you are still complaining about your father. It means you have not discovered your purpose. When you discover your purpose, everything that passed yesterday becomes things of the past. You focus on tomorrow. So God, you don't see beyond, you do not see that this mess will not let me preach Genesis chapter number 1. So in the beginning was mess, but God made something of it. What are you making out of the situation you are in today? Great people, whenever there are storms coming, they are happy. They don't see it as storm, but they see it as a platform for them to be introduced to people. But unless only when you focus, there's a lot of destruction today. The social media can be a destruction. Your husband, for instance, a woman who is so intelligent and so educated, whose aim was to practice as an engineer, as a doctor, the father take her to school, pay all the school fees. She comes out, get married to a man who think the woman have to be in the kitchen. And because of marriage, I'm not saying marriage is not good, very good. Because of that marriage, he lives his purpose, never live his life, and live that man's life. And after 10 years of marriage, marriage is on the rock. Now she cannot start, she cannot go, and she's stuck in between and becomes a beggar and a problem to the society. This is where we are today. We have thrown our purpose away and we are living someone's life. Just sit down after this video and make critical analysis of your own life. For the past 5 years now, be fair with yourself. Whose life are you living? Purpose-driven life. You are living somebody's life. Somebody told you that when you start selling tomatoes, you will get money. And you start selling. You see, you have nothing to show. Maybe you are a comedian. Yesterday I was telling somebody that you see someone who is a doctor, as in his leisure time, you go to his office, he's playing keyboard and singing. You investigate and no, he's not living his life. That is not his purpose. He's never focused on his life. He's supposed to have been a musician. Somebody told him in their family they needed a doctor. He deviated. When you don't focus, you may even end up getting money, but you can't become great because you will not have the desire, the joy, the inner joy, the inner peace to focus and to do something. Because what you're doing is peace will not come unless you try to achieve something. When I came to the land of UAE, let me tell you a story. There were some of the story building, they were not like this. And some of the people came, we started complaining. I will tell you that we were not focused on our life. I killed about more than 100 people. Many of them have gone back home. Many of them lives have become temporary. I'm using it as an example for you to know that in every situation, try to focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. That is the only way you can be great. You can't do everything at the same time, but the little things you have to do it in accordance with your own knowledge and understanding. Don't allow men and women to influence you. They will swerve you away from your purpose. Because now in this world, everybody wants someone to dance to his tone, to dance to his music. Unless you are focused, everything will move you. We are in a generation that everything is intimidating, everything will move you from your own purpose and your divine assignment. Let me take this opportunity to speak to our fathers, our pastors, our men of God. Let me take you through anointing, let me be on them. See, if you are a man of God, if there's a grace upon your life, God bless you. I honor you, I respect you, I salute you. But say, if you are not careful, we in this generation, we will not let you do in heaven. We are more than Israelites. We are more stubborn than Israelites. So if you are our Moses today and you don't focus on your assignment and you focus on our memory, you and God will have problem. We are complainants because we ourselves we don't know where we are going. So if you are our leader and you also don't know where you are going, then all of us we are going to fall into the ditch. I am in my life today as I talk to you. I don't believe people who complain. I have focused on something that even when the trouble comes, there is a possibility in it. I am always making sure that I get something out of anything that comes on my way. So man of God, they will call you daddy, daddy, daddy. They are doing nothing for you. You know what they are doing? It is according to a point, we have to leave certain people their house. We have to stop feeding and let them focus on the assignment. You have great men and women around us, but because we have crippled them, and therefore they don't do anything. We hope that God will do it. Tell them God will not do anything. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out from the seat. Walk onto the street. Do something that other people are doing. Because God has finished his job. Now, I was saying God has finished creation. So in Genesis chapter 1 verse 20 says, going, he created man and gave it a dominion to create, to continue creating. You know, the problem is that people think that when we say we multiply, get married and bring children, no. If that's the case, then Abraham failed. God was telling us, focus on what I ended, where I ended, and live another life. Continue with it. So please, don't let us disappoint God. God is counting on us to focus. But the problem is that, you see, the reason why we are not growing, especially when we are coming from Africa, because the reason why we are not growing and the nation is not growing and the individuals are not growing is one. We have been able to cry, and certain people have taken our cry and they give us food to eat. This time around, we need to stop spoon feeding people. We need to stop giving some money to certain people and tell them, now take off your own cross. So Jesus said, if you want to follow me, take off your own cross. I will not give you food to eat. It is time to go out there and work. Let's stop that theological teaching. God will do it. And then they are in the church, they are everywhere so lazy, and they don't want to do anything, and they don't want to focus on their life. Meanwhile, God has deposited a lot of wisdom and intelligence in human beings to make sure that they continue his creation. So if it is not that careful, we will allow people to say there is no God. Yes, because China doesn't believe in God. By nature, China is not a Christian nation. And yes, so they have been able to create and create even sun that produce light. And where we are, God will do it. Let's tell them God has finished his job. He has given you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and discernment. It's up to you to decide and focus on what God wanted you to do on earth. You will die and go like that. But I believe I'm one person. I want to focus, release every intelligence, every skills, wisdom I have, accomplish my vision and die empty. If you want to, you see, the reason why you don't want to take responsibility, I don't blame you. At the age of 35, you are still complaining that your father didn't take care of you, so you don't know your purpose in life. 35 years, you have your girlfriend, some of you have wife, have children. Yet, so if you fail, ignorance, a lack of knowledge, hereditary. So once you fail, your children will fail. Automatically, there won't be any changes. Rise up to the dance, rise up to the difficult task, and begin to say, from now, I am moving on the street. As old man like me in this age, I am not raising people who are complacent, people who take weak decisions, people who are looking for emotional support and emotional sympathy. I am pushing my generation who will come through me out there, go and face life. Because this word, God is on everybody's side. When you go out there to face life, God will support you. When you live in the room, you are going to be there. It is time for me to tell you that sitting on the chair and feeling comfortable makes you to become weak. And that is why you are crying to everybody. You just say you are waiting for your brother to bring you money before you start to do something. It doesn't work. Take your cross. Focus on your life. Sometimes it is not about money. It's about your focus. We came here, all the noise. All what we need is our video. And we are focusing on our video. The other noise around this environment, whether it will affect a positive or negative, it is we who decide it. So watch me. Where you are today, where you are going tomorrow, where the land and the ground will favor you, it will determine what you want, not what the land can do. Sometimes it is your own responsibility. Sometimes take a responsibility. Now I want you to take responsibility. I want you to move away from your comfort zone. We are too comfortable. We are too lazy. We are just praying that somebody will prosper and come and let his prosperity affect us. Great people are not looking into that. Great people want to raise up to the dance. Watch this. A young man called David. Most of you like David. You use David every day. But let me tell you, he came and the brothers were complaining. They never know they are focused on the battlefield. But when David came, he saw Goliath. I knew that no, even Goliath is a standing brother to me. You know, my focus is that the target after the battle, is that he will marry the king's daughter. So if you want to go set the target and focus on the target, it is the target that allowed David to fight Goliath. You don't have target. I can ask most of you, you don't have a target. Yesterday I asked someone, if I give you $100,000 now, what will you do? Within 20 minutes, the person didn't even know what he will do with his life. These are same people who are in the church praying every day. And that's why every day I keep on saying, I pray, I love prayer, I enjoy prayer. I want to be one of the greatest people who are taught and be part of prayer. But let me tell you,
Praying for a man who doesn't have a focus, praying for a woman who doesn't have a focus, who doesn't have a life, who doesn't have a purpose, is as waste as any other thing, and waste of time and waste of voices. It's just as noise. Because after you finish praying, they need to go out there and face life. But when you finish praying and they are still in the room, I am telling you, man of God, with all due respect, you are wasting your credibility. Because you know why? You are going to declare by your sweat, and you shall be blessed. Since 2005, when you declared to them 2006 was their year, up to 2019, have you seen their manifestation? Do you know why your children are not manifesting anything? Because they have not been able to pick their pieces together to know the lifestyle they have to live and focus on it. See, even when you meet a madman who has focus in his life, just to walk for 10 kilometers, he will walk up to that level. Nothing is difficult. Nothing is impossible. As long as another person have done it, you can do it. But the only thing I am urging you is that you have to determine and have a purpose-driven life and focus on it. That's how it is. So when the snake wants to bite you, he's focusing on biting you. Do you know what he does? He doesn't care to come and live in your room for 2 years and sleep there. Wait till the day he will get and bite you, because the purpose is to bite you. So he focus. He will be sleeping there. You can be packing things in the room, he will be sleeping there until the day he gets the right time to bite you. So you don't have a focus. Oh, when you hear people going here, you go there. You are just like the balloon. Once we lift it into the air, wherever the wind shifts it goes there. So it doesn't have a purpose, and you will not prosper. You cannot become great. You will die, and your name will never be remembered. There are many people who came to Jesus, not only the 12, but none of them will hear them. But it was only the 12 who were able to focus with him. Please, it is time for you to choose your life. Focus on it. Because when you fail, I have not failed. When you don't get food to eat, it doesn't mean I have not get food to eat. There are people who came to this earth. I don't want to hear this story. My father didn't take care of me. My mother didn't take care of me. Yes, my father didn't take care of me. I agree. Even I, myself, my father even doesn't know where I am. But it does not stop me from not becoming great. It was a part of the process. If my father had taken care of me as the only son, I could have been one of the spoiled sons. I could have been an armed robber or a real smoker or a drunkard. God knew that when he took off his hand, when I came to UAE, I knew that this country is going to be tough in few time. I invested my time and focus in doing courses and the little money to pay. Focus and develop your capacity. Because the sad aspect, the most of the time, we are just there, we don't have anything, we don't want to learn anything, we are just waiting from heaven. The last time I checked also, there is no scripture that says God should money on the ground. God does not distribute money. No, go out there and face life. Because God is looking for men and women, he can bless them, but you need to do something. You need to be a man who has a focus. So that, and the last time before I will go, every person in life living a purpose-driven life. One, he doesn't have time in association. So let me ask you, who are your associates? You think your associates are helping you? Look, many people hate me. Yeah, that's a fact. And I know you, very minute from here, you block me. Yes, do you know why? When you walk with me, and one day I sit down and I think, I am not imparting on you. You are not imparting on me. What are we there for? Just only chatting? How are you? It's waste of time. Time is money. So don't waste your precious time on people who have not even discovered who they are and where they are going. They will force you also to lose who you are and join them. I have told you that there's nothing like neutrality. Either you will join them or they will join you. There's nothing like neutrality in the movement of all. So when you are with a environment where it will not help you to accomplish your vision, set out and do something. I was telling somebody, even if you are going to Pluto and you think when you go to Pluto, that is where you can fulfill your destiny and you can become great, go. Many people die when they travel. Go. Because since I look into the Bible, I've never heard someone who says that if I perish, I perish, and if the person perish. Today we want to tell you that live a purpose life. Focus, because this camera that they are using to take me is only focusing on me. There are many things around here, but it is me they want to take me. So the camera is only focusing on me. Focus, let your less focus on what you want to do in life. Watch me. Nobody will live your life for you. It is up to you, because God has given you the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the skills. It is you who don't want to develop capacity and to take responsibility. Next of our meeting, I'm going to talk about taking responsibility and doing as it is. Most of us here, we are only here complaining. I have a lot of people who complain. And me, people who complain about me because I didn't do this, I didn't do. Let me tell you the truth. I am not here to give you emotional support. I am not here as someone who is coming to give you an inspirational message. I am not an inspirational message. Most of the inspirational messages you listen are the reason why you are weak, the reason why you are lazy. Because they told you something, you don't need to do it. No, let me tell you the truth. I am here to pinch your buttocks. I am here to pull you out of your seat. I am here to pull you out of your comfort zone. Let us leave the comfort zone and go on the street. I have slept in the car for 8 months. Yes, you don't know. I have been a mate in Ghana. That is the worst job every young guy will ever want to do. My focus was to make it in life, not to depend on any other person. Even my mother didn't know I was sleeping in the car. My family didn't know, but that was it. I have slept in car in Kumasi at Safugoi filling station, and the records are there. But the reason why I was doing that was I knew there was something in me, and nobody will help me to come out. You think they are going to help you? You think somebody is going to give you money to start something? They have it, but they will not give you. So you have to quit them and pick your own pieces together and focus on it. When you focus on it and you get one step, then all of them will try to support you. They are waiting for you to take a step. Zacchaeus' aim was to meet Jesus, and even he didn't know Jesus was going to sleep in his house. When you meet your purpose, great people will associate with you. By ending this video, I'm telling you that identify your goal, your destiny, and focus on it. Work towards it. Build capacity, build knowledge, build understanding how things are done, how things are made. Don't believe in the old system and the complainant that when you don't even make it, you can have somebody as an example and use him because Gideon failed. So when you fail, there's nothing. In this old man family, we are not raising those people. We are raising people who break generational records. God bless you. And I know as you listen, take your time. Don't just brush it off. Take your time and let God help you to understand the point we're making. This generation is full of opportunities. It's full of risks. It is time for you to take a risk. Even sleeping is a risk. So if you fear to take a risk, don't sleep. Wake up this morning, wake up this night, wake up this evening, in this November, and say to yourself, I have discovered my purpose and I'm living. Even it will even have to leave to quit your job, your former current job, and step into your destiny. Do it, because that will give you joy and that will give you greatness. By ending this video, I want to tell you that live a purpose-driven life. Avoid garbaging. Have a life of separation so that you can live a purpose life of God. God is counting on you. I sought for a man that would have stand in the gap. God is counting on you that your country, you will be a deliverer for your country. So if you don't focus and you die without not being great, you have killed many nations and many kingdoms, and God will hold you responsible. And that is why He has invested a lot of things in you. Now we'll be very happy with you to take your comments, your questions, your suggestions. Join the family. Facebook is the Old Man Official. That's our page. YouTube is the Old Man Official. We want you to help us. Share the video to another platform, share it to another person, encourage others to join us. We all have to grow together. Very soon we will bring you also on board. People who have listened to us and they have been able to start something. If you start a business, we will add it to the page and market it for you. Because we want to raise great people. So we will be doing those things as time goes on to help us to get the numbers, get the platform to increase so that we can grow as people great together. Thank everybody who have supported us. Thank my team. I thank my team very much for all the good job they are doing. God bless them and God be with us and God bless all of us. I pray that under the sound of my voice, whatever I said, the Holy Spirit will help you to understand better. And then you will know that God is in you. And therefore you need to do something more. May the Lord bless you as we enter into the last month. From here we go to the last month. I secure your life and I pray for your safety. That your life will not be cut short. You will accomplish your divine living and divine purpose. May the Lord bless you and the Lord be with you. Till we meet again.